I'm gonna talk as long as I want.
Listen.
Because I'm in a skirt and tennis shoes. What?
And you were Granny.
Who doesn't? Granny.
Who doesn't love Granny?
Who doesn't love Granny?
Listen, I loved Granny since Bea Benaderet voiced her.
Yes.
Not many people realize that. Everyone thought it was June Foray that originated Granny. It was actually Bea Benaderet that
And you know what else she did that I now do? Is Miss Prissy. Oh, well, hello.
Oh, you now do that one?
Yes, I do.
Oh,
And in a movie that'll never be seen, which is kind of, don't even worry about it. And I did Witch Hazel in that too.
You did Witch Hazel. Well, I kind of assumed.
Yes, I know. So I do Witch Hazel, Granny, Miss Prissy, and I have another film coming out with Warner Brothers called The Day the Earth Grew Up, and I do Petunia Pig.
Petunia Pig.
Yes, and I'm absolutely in love with Porky, but I don't realize it because I'm a brainiac.
So did you took over that role from the actress who played on Gimme a Break?
Yes. Yes.
She played Samantha, and the name is escaping me right now.
Yes, it is Lara Jill Miller.
Thank you.
And I want you to know that I was the babysitter in the throwback episodes of Gimme a Break.
Stop it.
And how I got it, I was an extra, and I had a cousin who was on the floor who said, here's the deal, we do not go up to Nell. You are an extra, you stay away. So Nell came out, and I made a beeline and went up to her and went, don't want to work all by myself. And she looked, and somebody grabbed, and she went, I like this little old girl right here. And then I was in every shot. She was like, baby, when we do the dancing, dance near me. And I was like,
Love
okay.
it.
And then everybody came up and went, Nell loves you. And the producers came up and said, we're doing these flashback episodes when the mom was still alive.
Oh, yes, yes.
And I have like proof of this. Like I have pigtails in, and I was the babysitter with little Lara Jill Miller. But she's adorable, and she's really very, very talented. And I like to say there's enough gigs for everybody.
Oh, of
you know
course.
what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's very good. When I started with Granny really strongly, I had been doing it in Wabbit, and I had been doing it in the Looney Tunes shorts.
Yes.
But it was LeBron James, who was the one that said, I went in to audition for Scratch. Like I was just going to scratch it because they were looking at celebrities, and for Space Jam 2.
For Space Jam 2.
And then we just had, I was just as wild when I walked up here and was like, I did that same kind of thing, and LeBron and Malcolm D. Lee, they kind of resonated to the fact that I wasn't nervous, and I wasn't, I could just be myself. And when I got home, my agent called and said, well, you got it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm going to get to scratch. I'm so excited. I don't get to see any residuals, but I'm going to make some good money. And she was like, no, you got the part. And I went, oh no, wait, are you saying that I'm going to be Granny? And that is when, that's when they wrote parts for her. And it was, one of the writers said, we didn't want to have one of the only female characters besides Lola sit on the bench and do pom-poms. And I had some great stuff in that. And I will say, to bring it back to Me TV Tunes, one of the great things about Me TV Tunes is that you'll see that in the 60s and 70s and 80s and 90s, there was a lot more representation, and then it took a shift where you didn't have representation anymore, and they were something else that we were doing. And I think with Me TV Tunes, you're going to go back to see what it really was like. Yeah, and you could see yourself in everything because you didn't have delineated men, women, whatever. You had animals. Oh my God, I love him so much.
This was wonderful.
Thank you so much. And let me just say one thing before you kiss me.
Yes.
If your crowd wants to watch Me TV Tunes and you don't know where to find it, if you go to metvtunes.com, pop in your zip code, they'll show you where you can get it. And I just highly recommend it because there's no AI to be found. There's no diva turns. It's all pure voice acting and hand-drawn stuff, and I think it's beautiful. So
it's wonderful.
All right, baby.
Thank you so much.
My favorite one.